Welcome to the Emerging Lawyer series at the Coffee Corner Show, powered by the Emerging India Forum (TIF) and a tech partner, Prime Infotech Solution. Theme is Beyond the Briefs: Navigating AI, Privacy, and Impact. We are with us Soumya Sahu, partner at ANB Legal. With a decade of rich legal experience spanning fintech, healthtech, corporate law, and M&A, Soumya has emerged as a thought leader shaping the intersection of law and emerging technologies. Her journey from drafting digital policy frameworks to mentoring on ethical AI governance is a compelling narrative of intellect, innovation, and impact. Join us as she discusses how law can serve as both a shield and a compass in today's data driven business world, and why empathy and purpose remain central to her leadership ethos. So, welcome, Soumya, to today's coffee conversation.
Thank you so much, Amit, for having me on this panel.
So let me explain you. There are three rounds: professional, personal, and a rapid fire where you will be in the hot seat, like you had coffee at Karan, and you have to be witty, fun, and here's your inspiration, which will be autographed and sent to you.
So, looking forward to it.
Yeah. So, friends, I'm Lion Amir Virani, host at Coffee Conversation, uh, and legal tech evangelist at Prime Infotech Solution, author of 15 books. We help law firms, corporate legal, startup SMEs with world-class technology, software licensing, and tech training solutions. So, my first question, Soumya, how has your journey shaped up, and what were the key defining moments?
I think my journey has shaped more like an organic evolution through my 10 years practice. I started working with law firms. I led legal strategies for a couple of startups, and one thing led to another. And that's how I identified my calling for data privacy AI, and I stumbled upon ANB Legal, who which gives me the platform to roll out my counseling, which is distinct from traditional law firms. So it's been quite a journey and a roller coaster ride up until now. And I think this is just the beginning of it.
Wow, beautiful. So, let's dive deep into the conversation. So, Soumya, how do you align legal frameworks with fast evolving tech platforms like in your work with Dockery and Denton's Technologies?
So at Docare, I was the in-house lawyer, and I I felt that legal compliance was just the baseline, and there was much more for me to do, more aligned with being a business enabler than being a simple corporate lawyer. With Dayton's, it's a legal tech company, and I add in the perspective of um, aligning, product feedbacks with the demands of the clients in this fast-paced world. At the same time, as lawyers, I feel that it's very important to be careful, balance advisory with innovation, and craft a solution that is compliant and tailored to businesses.
Wow. Okay. Uh, so I'll piece my around now. Let's go to your role related to AI.
Mhm.
Uh, Your recent post on, I saw just a few days back only, and I commented on that post also. Denmark protecting its citizens from non-consensual deep-fake cyber crimes under EU AI Act. What will be the implication in EU countries and globally?
So that's a great question, because right now we live in the age of social media, where there is a lot of outburst of content every millisecond. Deepfakes is one of the dangers that the society faces, not only for uh, which not only for a common citizen, but also for stars or celebrities or personalities who have huge brand endorsements and deals their tied to the way they position themselves in the market. I think the EU provides provides guardrails for protecting the privacy, fundamental rights of the citizens, and deepfakes are a big red flag when it comes to the misuse that the technology uh, of the technology that the society is currently facing. So there would be constant screening and takedown of deep fakes that impinge on the privacy of citizens and defame them in a way or in a context that they did not consent to. So that's an emerging danger that not only EU but India as a developing nation, which in which technology penetration is growing every single day and every person has a smartphone access, it's also important for us as well.
Wow. Thank you for that. So, Soumya, how do you integrate ethical consideration into legal advisory for AI and data-driven businesses?
So ethics, I think right now in my practice, most of the companies' existence is on AI, data privacy, data protection, and ethics. So the question has shifted from are we compliant to are we responsible? Are we providing the services that is trustworthy? Can we uh, can we build a relationship of trust with the users, especially when it comes to technology where users don't really control the outcome? So I feel it requires a careful balancing exercises of different values uh, and also uh, look at, uh, calibrating different risks that come with use or misuse of data in today's world.
Wow. So, what's your take on the legal industry's preparedness for AI regulations in India? Are we catching up fast enough?
Um, well, I think the DPDPA Act, which came last year, certainly built a foundation for for building a compliance regime in India and can be looked up by other countries in the world as well. However, we still have a long way to go. There needs to be a lot of momentum around building digital literacy um,
Mhm.
amongst different people, especially the marginalized communities who do not have access to the correct legalese to the most sophisticated consumer. So I think that's a spectrum of legal gaps in the current ecosystem that needs to be filled. And as lawyers, right now legal literacy also doesn't cut it anymore. We need to go one step ahead and build all these systems into the design of a product that a company is offering to its customers.
Yes, a lot of things are needed in not only in India but around the world also.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, so, Soumya, what's been your most challenging case or project related to data privacy, and how did you navigate for legal and strategic complexities?
So one of the days I was advising a healthcare firm, and I kind of orchestrated uh, collaboration across different verticals, be it business, sales, product, marketing. Um, so the main my goal was to strategize SOW negotiations, uh, build processes from end to end, ensure that uh, the startups in this highly niche sector understand what data privacy is, what ethics means to a business from a layperson's point of view, and also to handhold them in each and every step. One of the complex matters was when I advised a firm which was into peer-to-peer lending. So that required uh, uh, collaboration of different law verticals like financial regulation, energy law, data privacy regulations. This was tough because I had to advise not only on compliance, but also balance it with the business, uh, making it a foolproof product so that it can be scaled and be more profit and revenue friendly. And I see that a lot of green projects are on the same lines because we are keeping uh, a more cohesive framework in this field, especially that combines a lot of different data sets from different uh, fields of law.
Wow. Okay. So, Soumya, how do you see the role of a tech lawyer evolving over the next 5 to 10 years?
Amit, I feel that the role of a technology lawyer is not just to become a legal interpreter, but also to be a product strategist in part, and also to be a business savvy professionals who understands what are the business pain points. Now, as a future technology lawyer, I feel that they need to be aware about what the client is most afraid of, what are the pain points that a client is thinking about, identify those risks, and have a plan of action so that uh, there is minimum derailment between the business objectives and legal compliance. So I think it is not, uh, it is much more than law. It is about having a holistic understanding about different other variables in this equation to make more sense of business, and also being lawyer which is up to date with the current trends.
Wow. Okay. Let's come to your present role as partner at ANB Legal. What does your day-to-day role typically involve, especially around DP Act, advisory, and AI governance?
Uh, so I spend a lot of time drafting and architecting complex advisory from user queries from our clients, especially if there is a cross-border transfer of data between India and other countries like, say, EU, US, uh, Australia, Singapore, and what have regulators told in these jurisdictions for such cross-border data flows? Uh, the other thing that I constantly that businesses, especially digital and tech enabling businesses, ask is not that are we compliant with the law, but are we resilient? Can we is this advice will this advice last for another year, or will it change? Because it's such a dynamic field, the privacy and data protection, especially every day we see some kind of guidance or explanation that is coming from different parts of the world. Staying
Hmm.
up to date, going in depth in these uh, these fields is it's a part of what I do every day, and it's exciting and fun because it allows it allows me to serve clients with more precision, uh, and handhold them to understand what is the role of data sets, what is the role of artificial intelligence, what are the different incidental issues that might arise. And a firm like ANB, it provides a platform, unlike other traditional law firms. I also spend a lot of time mentoring young lawyers, especially about ethical risk mapping and how to go about it. So it's been exciting journey.
Wow. So my next question was related to that only, but let me eh, uh, take it around. Who has been your mentor or has influenced you from the legal world,
Uh,
especially
so
from data privacy and AI?
I think there have been a lot of professional mentors that have come across in my career, and it would not. I mean, I would not have been able to make the difference that I am able to right now without having been coached by them and without having been challenged by them to think beyond out of the box. Uh, I feel that I read a lot of academic articles as well from different professors across the world, which shape my understanding. And I feel mentorship is such a critical part of a lawyer's journey, and which helps them not only in their growth but also to get a perspective uh, on, because your seniors have been there and have faced similar situations in the past that you're facing right now. So I have a bunch of mentors, and I reach out to them, and they're always a call away. And they have made a lot of difference to my life. And I'm forever grateful to them for what they did.
Yeah, beautiful. So you added something about mentoring, but let me ask you in detail. You have led teams and mentored juniors in your different roles. What's your leadership style like, and how do you empower emerging lawyers?
Uh, so, Amit, I believe in situational mentoring, which means that I feel that my juniors should be given that leeway to fail, but there should be certain guardrails in place. At the same time, I also believe in reverse mentoring, where I get to learn a lot about technology, the Gen Z workplace norms from junior lawyers, and who are going to spearhead the practice in the future. Uh, I lead with empathy, but I'm always biased for action and outcomes.
Mhm.
And I ensure that these set of values get transmitted uh, in my interactions with young lawyers of today.
Wow, beautiful. So, Soumya, how is AI impacting your work, and what advice would you give to young legal professionals to use AI?
Great question. I think AI is, in a way, used for mimicking human tasks that earlier used to take a lot of time, but right now can be automated significantly to make our work life more productive and efficient. Uh, as lawyers, I feel that we have been using AI in different forms. But right now, we see a surge of conversational AI in the form of different Gen AI applications like Gemini, ChatGPT, and these Platforms, though, cannot be always trusted and needs to be verified by lawyers, especially in this cognitive intensive field. Uh, we can definitely use it for brainstorming different ideas, learning new skills like prompt engineering, data science, behavioral science, and how to enhance business. Um, yeah, so I think it's a great tool uh, to that can be integrated and in our current practice.
Wow. So, as I'm doing a lot of research and I've got this legal tech conversation newsletter
Mhm.
on LinkedIn, uh, there have been trends now. Colleges are empowering law students through collaborations like ILS has done with Jurisphere.ai. Cyril has established a center with Jindal
Jindal.
Global. Then Nalsar, Hyderabad with Webin YAY. They're into legal research. So, what's your take like now? Colleges are empowering students to use AI, and like I've been part of college programs also in my previous roles. Like this program is there, campus to corporate. So this program of using this AI tools in their college days, will it be helpful or will it deviate them from the main work of drafting and what do you say, understanding the business requirements?
So I think, Amir, that a lot of countries, uh, especially UAE, uh, Japan, China, they have started including AI literacy programs from school, from the at school level, not just at a higher education level. And this sets a very strong precedent for us because we want to be more literate digitally, financially, legally, ethically, and from a business perspective as well. These collaborations, they not only exemplify the hand holding that needs to be done between technology professionals and lawyers in order to understand and deep dive into this layered tech ecosystem, but also acts as a very strong precedent for other countries to aid, especially in higher education. As lawyers, research is one of the greatest tools for building domain expertise. Uh, we are well versed with a lot of legal, you know, websites such as Indian Kanun, Manupatra, SEC Online, and apart from that, I think there is a new game of uh, upskilling that needs to be done with the current tech tools and how it can be integrated to serve the justice system and also uh, the businesses equally without violating any ethical code of conduct.
Wow, beautiful summarized. So my last question for your professional journey round, what advice would you give to young lawyers hoping to break into the emerging tech, data privacy space, and AI?
So I would say that uh, as young lawyers to focus on building domain expertise and depth in this field, there is a lot to learn and to unlearn the things that we have been taught in our law schools. Uh, at times, we might need to understand economics, we might need to understand media, business psychology, behavioral science. There is this industry rewards curiosity, hard work, smart work, and also well being. mental well-being and physical well-being. So I think if you keep all these things in mind, the sky is the limit. So yeah, this is something that and also lawyers need to be more open to working with engineers and data scientists to make sense of the results or the meaning of the data sets that they are working on.
Wow, beautiful. So let's go to next round and understand Soumya as a person. Tell us about your family and your formative years.
So my formative years were spent in Bhubaneswar. I did my childhood. I spent my childhood and did my schooling from there. Uh, my father is a chartered accountant, and my mother is a housewife. And most of our dinner table conversations were around what is happening in our country, in the world, uh, and these have shaped uh, my understanding, especially legal acumen, awareness about the society, uh, and yeah, it has taught me about what impact means, what resilience means. So it has been a beautiful journey wherein I explored that law is not just my calling, but also it's much more than that.
Wow. So, Soumya, why did you select to go to Symbiosis International University? My first question. Uh, and your experience, your memories, and how did it help in shaping your career?
So Symbiosis International University, especially Symbiosis Law School, were one of the best days of my life. Uh, it gave me a first-hand experience of multidisciplinary approach. Whenever I got time, I looked into international affairs, world politics, uh, economics, media, uh, and other incidental uh, subjects to sate my curiosity. Uh, and I also actively took part in writing essays, research papers, moods, debates, and sports and other competitions as well to build a more rounded upbringing as a law school, as a law student.
Wow, beautiful. So, Soumya, do you have a creative outlet, something outside of law that brings you joy?
Yeah, so I love photography uh,
Hmm?
and filmmaking, um, and I learn. So especially, I love photographing birds in their natural habitat. This
Mhm.
requires a lot of patience,
Yes.
stillness, and calmness. Uh, and surprisingly, these skills can be transferable to legal profession as well,
Yes.
uh, which commands a lot of balance between different variables.
Wow. So, doing research, I saw, okay, you have spent time at Geneva and New Hampshire. How did it help in shaping your outlook beyond law?
So I think these my experience with Geneva, uh, where I went for pursuing a course on internet law, and with New Hampshire for a course on intellectual property law, uh, made me understand that global communities uh, and intercultural exchange is important during growing up years. It gives not only a different perspective, but also lets us makes us more humble and grounded. Uh, uh, it was a doorway to understanding policy design, uh, different learning different subjects which were not per se part of our law school curriculum. Uh, the importance of ground level advocacy, uh, and yeah, and to build and nurture relationships with professionals across the world.
Wow. So, may suppose you're 1 week away from work. What would you do and why?
Yeah, so I think I would join uh, environmental conservation NGO, especially preferably in the Himalayas. Uh,
Mhm.
I would like to spend my morning doing field work, evening writing essays, letters, journaling, and maybe spending time at the night stargazing, um, and interacting with the locals there. Um, and I think what appeals to me is the solitude that it brings, the
Mhm.
calmness, and also deep dive into nature, uh, which is an off screen time. So yeah, I would love that.
Wow. So, are there any books, films, or music that have deeply influenced your world view?
uh, yes, so the first book that I feel that has changed my outlook was Fatima Bhutto's Life of a Sword. uh,
Mhm.
so this gave me an insight of uh, about uh, looking at a story uh, from one of the most controversial public figures in Pakistan, uh,
Mm.
and how she navigated uh, through different conflicts uh, in such a volatile situation. Uh, I keep watching a lot of movies, and uh, you know, movies have been my all-time favorite. So there's nothing, any one in particular that I love, but I enjoy suspense thriller genres
Mhm. Wow.
and the movies which have a social message in different languages as well.
Beautiful. So, my last two are googly ones, reflective, especially. What are your plans for 2025 personally and professionally?
So 2025, I want to serve clients who and make them business ready. Uh, be a more humble, all-grounded person, not just a legal professional, but also broaden my acumen into different other fields. Uh, Work with a lot of great people in the industry, uh, and be really good at what I'm doing. So that's what I think of this year. My goals are
Beautiful. So, my last one is a googly. Describe Soumya in one line.
a curious explorer who enjoys bird watching and loves classical music, especially during morning hours, uh, and tries to, uh, take one step at a time.
Wow. Okay, let's go to the next round, the rapid fire and round where we put you in the hot seat. Your
Sure.
go-to comfort food,
Biryani.
privacy or transparency. What's your instinctive pick?
Wow, that's a tough and tricky one. Transparency.
Health tech or fintech? Which one thrills you more?
Both, but health tech.
Wow. A myth about lawyers you did love to bust.
That lawyers don't have hobbies.
Very true. One word your closest friends would use to describe you.
Uh, Funny.
Wow. Your favorite color.
Black.
Dream travel place.
Uh, the Greenland.
Wow. Best piece of advice received.
Uh, Always start irrespective of the fact that you don't know everything. Start nevertheless.
Wow. Uh, Best cuisine from your hometown, Bhubaneswar.
So we have this cuisine called pokhada bhato, which
Mhm.
is fermented rice in water, uh, and I love it. Uh, and along with that, a simple boiled potato mashed with onions and a bit of oil is good food.
Wow. Chai or coffee during a contract drafting?
Chai. I'm a chai lover, but I love coffee as well. Black coffee.
Okay. So you did well, and here's your book, which will be autographed and sent to you. So,
Thank you so
friends, it
much.
was a lovely conversation with Soumya Sahu. Uh, watch this episode where you want to be in the niche area of data privacy and AI, which is evolving. And as Soumya shared, it is fun and exciting. Uh, so there are 500 coffee speakers who have shared their journeys, stories, their niche areas. Watch, subscribe, and imbibe all those things in your life, and you will be definitely from A point to B in your life with their experience. And if you want to be featured like Soumya, visit our website, the Emerging India Forum, or our LinkedIn page, the Emerging India Forum, or connect with one of the coffee speakers to put in a word. They will definitely connect with you, Team Coffee, to continue the coffee conversations. So take care. Thank you.